Have you ever caught yourself wondering, is she into me or am I just overthinking it? It's a question that almost every guy has asked at some point. Understanding women can sometimes feel like trying to decode a secret language. And honestly, who hasn't been baffled by mixed signals? But here's the thing, women actually give away their feelings in subtle yet predictable ways. These signs are rooted in psychology and human behavior, which means that once you know what to look for, the mystery disappears. By the end of this video, you'll be able to spot 9 clear signs that a woman is genuinely into you. Whether you're just starting to get to know someone, or you're in the early stages of dating, these insights will help you move forward with confidence. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for sign number 9. It's the most surprising one, and it can completely change how you interpret her behavior. So, let's dive right in with the first sign. Sign 1. She makes eye contact and holds it. Let's kick things off with one of the most obvious yet overlooked signs: eye contact. It's often said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, they don't lie. If she's into you, her eyes will do a lot of the talking. Here's what to look for. Does she make frequent eye contact during conversations, and not just the polite kind? This is deeper. If she holds her gaze for a little longer than usual, or looks at you when she thinks you're not noticing, it's a strong indicator of interest. And if she adds a slight smile when you catch her looking, even better. But why is eye contact so powerful? It's all about connection. Eye contact triggers the release of oxytocin, sometimes called the love hormone. It builds trust and strengthens emotional bonds. So when she holds your gaze, it's her way of signaling that she feels a connection with you, even if she's not saying it out loud. Now, what's your role here? Simple. Reciprocate. If you notice her holding eye contact, meet her gaze for a second longer and smile back. This creates a feedback loop that enhances the connection and shows her you're interested too. Just don't overdo it. Staring too intensely can come off as awkward or intimidating. Remember, eye contact is one of the easiest ways to gauge someone's interest. If she's into you, her eyes will always give her away. Sign 2. She finds reasons to be around you. Next up is something you might not have consciously noticed. She's always finding ways to be near you. When a woman likes you, proximity is her silent way of saying, I want to be in your world. Think about it. Does she show up to events where she knows you'll be? Does she make an effort to sit near you in a group setting or find excuses to cross paths with you? These little moves aren't random. They're often a calculated way to get closer without being too obvious. Here's why this matters. People naturally gravitate toward those they're attracted to. It's part of human psychology. By putting herself in your space, she's creating opportunities for you two to interact and for you to notice her. So what should you do? Pay attention to how often this happens. If you're starting to see a pattern, take it as a green light to strike up conversations or spend more time with her. She's already making the effort to be near you. Now it's your turn to build on that connection. Sign 3. She laughs at your jokes. Let's talk about something deceptively simple: laughter. If she's laughing at your jokes, especially the ones that aren't particularly funny, it's a telltale sign she likes you. Humor is a powerful connector, and when someone finds you funny, it often means they're attracted to you emotionally and mentally. But here's the secret. It's not just about the jokes. It's about the energy she feels when she's around you. When a woman is attracted to you, even your most mediocre punchlines can make her smile or giggle. She's not laughing at the joke itself. She's enjoying the way you make her feel. What to watch for? Does she laugh easily in your presence? Is her laughter genuine and frequent? If the answer is yes, it's a clear signal that she's comfortable, engaged, and probably interested in you. And here's your move. Lean into the humor. Share lighthearted, playful moments. Laughter creates a bond that's hard to break, and it paves the way for deeper emotional connection. Plus, who doesn't love being around someone who makes them feel good? Sign 4. She asks you personal questions. Here's a big one. When a woman likes you, she'll want to get to know you, really know you. She won't just stick to small talk. She'll start asking questions that go deeper, beyond the surface level stuff. For instance, she might ask about your goals, hobbies, or childhood memories. Questions like, what's your dream job? Or what's something you've always wanted to try? Show that she's genuinely curious about who you are. This level of interest isn't random. It's her way of building a connection and seeing if you two are compatible. And here's a key psychological insight. Women don't usually invest this kind of energy into someone they're not interested in. If she's digging into your passions, your family, or even your quirks, she's signaling that she wants to understand what makes you tick. So how do you respond? Be open and authentic. Share parts of your story, your aspirations, and your personality. Vulnerability breeds connection, and when you show trust, it encourages her to do the same. Sign 5. She finds reasons to touch you. Physical touch is one of the most powerful ways to communicate attraction, and women often use it subtly. If she's into you, she'll find excuses to touch you, even in small, seemingly casual ways. Think about moments like these. Does she brush her hand against yours while handing you something? Playfully nudge your arm during a conversation? Or maybe she fixes your collar or lightly taps your shoulder to get your attention. These aren't random gestures. They're her way of creating a physical connection. But why does touch matter so much? It's tied to human psychology. Physical touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which deepens emotional connections and builds trust. When she initiates touch, it's a way of signaling comfort, trust, and attraction. What should you do? Be receptive and reciprocate appropriately. If she touches your arm, lightly place your hand on hers in response. These small gestures can build a sense of intimacy and let her know the feelings are mutual. Remember, physical touch is a clear indicator of interest. So, pay attention to those subtle moments that might be saying a lot more than words ever could. Sign 6. She gives you her undivided attention. In today's world of endless distractions, giving someone your full attention is rare, and that's exactly why it's such a strong sign of interest. If she's into you, she'll make you feel like you're the only one in the room when you're together. Here's what this looks like. Does she put her phone away during conversations? Does she make consistent eye contact and listen intently when you're speaking? If she's fully engaged, nodding, responding thoughtfully, and showing genuine curiosity, that's a big indicator that she values your presence. But there's more to it than just listening. Her attention signals that she enjoys being around you and prioritizes spending time with you. People don't give this kind of focus to someone they're not interested in. What's your role here? Show her the same level of respect and attention. Listen actively, respond with thoughtfulness, and make her feel heard. This kind of mutual focus creates a bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. When she's tuned into you like this, it's her way of saying she's genuinely interested, not just in what you're saying, but in you as a person. Sign 7. She mirrors your behavior. Have you ever noticed that when you lean in during a conversation, she leans in too? Or when you cross your arms, she follows suit? This subconscious behavior is called mirroring, and it's one of the strongest signs of attraction. Mirroring happens because humans naturally mimic the behavior of people they feel connected to. It's a psychological phenomenon that builds rapport. If she's into you, she might start matching your tone of voice, your posture, or even your choice of words. For example, if you're speaking calmly and relaxed, she'll likely mirror that energy. Or if you're enthusiastic about a topic, she might mirror your excitement. These little cues show that she feels comfortable and in sync with you. What should you do? Pay attention to her body language and vocal patterns. If you notice her mirroring you, it's a strong indication that she's subconsciously aligning herself with you emotionally. And to deepen that connection, keep the vibe positive and engaging. She's already tuned into you. Mirroring is subtle, but incredibly powerful. It's her way of signaling, I'm with you, without saying a single word. Sign 8, she compliments or praises you. Here's another clear sign she's interested. She goes out of her way to compliment you. And I'm not just talking about surface level things like your outfit or hairstyle, though those are great too. If she's into you, her compliments often reflect deeper admiration. Does she acknowledge your personality traits like your sense of humor, intelligence, or kindness? Maybe she praises your work ethic, your talents, or even how you make her feel when you're around. These types of compliments show that she's paying attention to you on a meaningful level. Why is this important? Compliments are a way for her to express admiration and subtly hint at her interest. She's essentially saying, I see something special in you. And because women tend to be more indirect in expressing attraction, these moments of praise are often intentional. What's your role? Respond with gratitude and confidence. A simple, "Thank you, that means a lot coming from you," shows that you appreciate her words without being overly self-deprecating or dismissive. This keeps the conversation light and encourages her to open up even more. If she's regularly pointing out the things she likes about you, it's a clear green light that she's into you. Sign 9. She finds subtle ways to show vulnerability. The final and often most telling sign is subtle but incredibly powerful. She lets her guard down around you. Vulnerability is not something people share lightly, and if she's opening up to you, it's a strong signal that she trusts you and feels safe in your presence. What does this look like? Maybe she shares a personal story, talks about her fears or dreams, or admits something that makes her feel a little exposed. These moments aren't just casual, they're intentional. By being vulnerable, she's testing the waters to see how you'll respond and whether the connection is mutual. And here's the kicker. Many men miss this sign because it's not flashy or overt, but make no mistake, when a woman shows you her authentic self, it's a clear indicator of her interest. So how do you respond? Be empathetic and supportive. Listen without judgment, and if appropriate, share a vulnerable moment of your own. This creates a deep emotional bond and shows her that you're someone she can rely on. Remember, vulnerability is a sign of emotional investment. If she's willing to show you this side of herself, she's not just interested, she sees potential for something meaningful. Conclusion, and there you have it, the 9 clear signs that she's into you, from holding eye contact to showing vulnerability. Each of these behaviors offers a window into her feelings, so the next time you're wondering whether she likes you, pay close attention to these subtle clues. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these signs have you noticed before? Have you experienced a moment where everything just clicked? Drop a comment below and share your story. I'd love to hear it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more insights into female psychology and relationships. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.